Hi grade 4s, and welcome to our new unit on sound. Now, to sum it up basically, sound is vibrations traveling through the air and hitting your ears. There's many different experiments we can do to show this. And one simple thing we could do is look at the guitar. We have lots of strings on the guitar. Now, each string is a different thickness, and we can see it vibrate when I pull and pluck a string. Vibrating is when something is going back and forth. Things can vibrate or move back and forth at different speeds. Notice how the larger string vibrates slower, while the smaller string vibrates much faster. Now I'm going to do several examples for you in experiments. To do this, I'm going to need a few things. I'm going to need elastic bands. I'm going to need some type of container. This is an old yogurt container. I'm going to need saran wrap, or you could use a Ziploc bag. And I'm also going to be using a balloon. And we're going to be taking a look at some different experiments that you can do as well. We're now going to do some experiments and use our sense of sight to see sound in action. We're going to mimic the guitar, and we are going to use elastics of various different sizes to fit on a box or a container so that we can watch them vibrate and move back and forth at different speeds. You will notice that the elastics will vibrate and move back and forth at different speeds depending upon how thick or thin the elastic is. Notice that the larger brown elastic, which isn't on as tightly, is making a low sound, while the blue elastic, which is tighter and smaller, is making a very high sound. Objects that vibrate slowly create low sounds, while objects that vibrate quickly create high sounds. In our next experiment, we're going to use our sense of touch to see how sound waves travel through an object. Now we're going to try another example. Take your balloon, blow it up, and when you take that balloon and you're going to put your mouth on it and just start talking. Now you're going to feel through your hands the vibrations from your voice is going to go through the balloon, and you're going to feel the vibrations on your fingers. So if I talk really high or really low. So if I talk high or low, I want you to really see the difference in the vibrations and how they feel. When I'm talking high, the vibrations are moving quickly and the balloon's vibrating very fast. When I'm talking low, the balloon is actually vibrating at a much slower rate. Play around with it. Have fun. High, low, high. So here's the main experiment I want you to do. This is the one I would like you to try to do at home. Feel free to do the other experiments as well. Even go online and search and find different experiments you can do as well. But this is the main experiment for this lesson that I'd like you to attempt. Place saran wrap over top of the container and place an elastic tightly around the rim. You want to make sure that it is very tight. See how nice and slick it looks. You want to make sure that there is no loose gaps. It may take several tries, but you want to make sure that elastic is holding that saran wrap on tightly. You might need to go around twice with the elastic. It's going to be like a drum. So now you're going to get your right or your salt, and you're going to place a clump on the top of the saran wrap and spread it out a little bit. I'm also adding something a little bit lighter than the rice. I'm going to put some pepper on mine as well, just so it can move around maybe a little easier than the heavier rice. Now here's the fun part. You have to go around your house and find things that will make noise. For my example, I'm using a pot and a ladle. I'm going to bang this pot and I'm going to direct the sound towards my container with rice on top. Good enough, stop. See how the sound waves are leaving the pot, traveling through the air, and the vibrations are hitting the rice and the pepper, making them move and bounce. I was having problems with the rice moving. I could make the pepper move, but the rice was harder and heavier. So now I'm going to try something else. Now I'm going to try a walkie-talkie. Go ahead. I'm still having a hard time moving the rice. The pepper is easier to move because it's lighter. Let's challenge you to see if you can make the rice move. What can you find around your house that can create sound and vibrations that could make the rice move?